Welcome to Northside Tabletop Games, and today we're going to be doing our second playthrough of Star Wars The Clone Wars, a pandemic system game by Z-Man Games. Our first playthrough did not go so well as Mace Windu and Yoda were utterly destroyed by Asajj Ventress, so we're going to try again. This time we're going to be using Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano, the Chosen One, and Snips. Anakin's ability, as a free action, he can attack. He can use any of your cards as if they were assault during his attack. And there's the Anakin mini. And for Ahsoka, free action, she can exhaust up to 2 cards. For each, deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. All right, so since Asajj has the victory, we are going to go up against General Grievous. This is General Grievous. He's got 3 life. General Grievous, the fearsome cyborg general, commands the Separatist droid army, reaching his forces across the galaxy. So we'll try to stop him. We will get the board set up real quick. And we'll get started. Okay, we got the markers on the track. Board and components. Choose the villain. Done. Invade planets. So we got to place the 2 mission planet invasion cards face up near the invasion dashboards. That's one of the mission cards. And where's the other mission card? There should be another one in here. Did I pass it? There we go. Those are the 2 mission cards. Shuffle up. Then we're going to draw 2 invasion cards. Now we'll start placing the droids on the board. Our first card is Felucia and Bardota. So Felucia and Bardota. Those both get 3 droids. We'll get 3 out here on Felucia. And 3 on Bardota. All right, step 1 complete. Draw 2 more cards. Place 2 droids on each planet. So we've got Christophsis and Coruscant. Both get 2 droids. 2 go on Christophsis. 2 go on Coruscant. Next up, draw 2 more invasion cards and place 1 droid on each of the matching planets. And then the last card also gets the villain. So 1 droid in General Grievous. So Toydaria gets 1 droid. And last but not least is Rhodia. Rhodia gets 1 droid, and General Grievous will come out on the board. Okay, we are just about set up. We've already chosen our Jedi. We got to shuffle a card. So the reference cards, and we'll get the secret location for the Jedi. Anakin is going to be starting on Naboo. Okay, how ironic is that? Anakin goes out there on Naboo, and Ahsoka is going to be going to Coruscant. Ahsoka is starting down here on Coruscant. Okay, they've got their reference cards. Here the squad deck, so we're shuffle this up. We're playing with 2 players. And since we're playing with 2 players, everybody gets 3 squad cards. So 1, 2, 3 for Anakin, 1, 2, 3 for Ahsoka. All right, so Anakin's going to start with ETA to Actus. Oh, he starts with Padme. The current Jedi does 2 extra actions, so if he wants to use that, he can. And he's got kicks. And Ahsoka is going to have Delta 7 Aether Sprite. That gives extra flight, move extra space on her turn. Hard case, and a BTL BY Y-Wing. All right, next up, draw the starting missions. So we're going to go with Jedi Knight. So that's 4 starting missions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's give this a little quick shuffle. And we'll get the starting missions out there. So we'll have 4 missions to win the game. We need to beat all 4 missions. And then defeat General Grievous. So we'll put these out here. All right, the white mission is going to be Bombad Jedi. It's going to be on Rhodia. That is where General Grievous is. We need 7 stealth to win. To beat that mission. 7 assault troopers. And next is Cat and Mouse. And when drawn, place 1 blockade on Christophsis. So we'll go ahead and put a blockade there to start. Christophsis will get a blockade. And the next mission will be there. So in order to attack villains on a planet or a mission, you have to destroy blockades. The little separatist droids take 1 damage. And blockades will take 2 damage each to destroy them. And General Grievous has 3 life, so he takes 3 damage to destroy. Okay. I think that's it. The first turn. Says the player with the high ground takes the first turn. That player takes the die. So we're going to go ahead and start. We'll start with Annakin since he's higher on the board. All right, so on your turn, you can fly, which is move to a connected planet, attack, roll the dice, and deal damage to the enemies. But you take damage every time you do that. You can reinforce. Reinforce lets us draw a card to bolster our troops. We can only have 7 cards at a time. And lastly, we can attempt a mission. So let's see, what do we want to do? I think we're going to have Annakin move and start attacking. You can get 2 extra actions. So he's right next to General Grievous. And he gets a free attack. So for Anakin's first action, we're going to have him reinforce. Okay, he gets a Bark Speeder. So the orange cards can block damage. The purple clones are stealth clones, so you can use them to attack stealth. Whenever you're attacking, you have to pick between stealth or assault. But Annakin can always use any card as stealth. So with that being said, that was his first action to recruit. I think his second action, we're just going to go to the planet. No, we'll recruit one more time. All right, so second action, he's going to recruit again. He got boost. Third action, Annakin goes to the planet. Fourth action, we're going to attack. So you'd have to do 4 damage to hit General Grievous. So we'll roll the attack die. 2 and a damage. So that means he's going to take 1 damage. He's going to do 2. We're going to exhaust both these cards. We're using Assault. But remember, Annakin has a special ability, so he can use any card as Assault. So that'll do 4 damage. We're going to take a damage because we rolled that explosion. But we can use our Bark Speeder to block that damage. So we'll exhaust this. Don't take any damage. That will eliminate Grievous and the Separatist droid that were here on the board, so they'll come out of the game. And then what I'm doing is in my lane, in Anakin's lane, he's exhausting the card. So he used these 3 cards. Now he's on the mission planet. He would need 7 successes to do the mission, so there's no way he can complete that. He attacked using his free action, so we recruited, moved. That's 3. Then we attacked for free. We have 1 more action left, and I think what we'll do is we will reinforce 1 more time for our last action. And we got Apple. All right, so that is our last action. That means we're going to go ahead and go down to, on your turn, you get to do 4 actions, and then you have to activate the villain and then invade the planet. So now we're at the activate the villain step. So let's go ahead and pull a villain card. So we have General Grievous's villain card, and we will see what he does. It is Crush Them. Place 1 droid on the planet unless the current Jedi suffers 1 damage. So this symbol means the top planet in your discard pile. So in our discard pile, Rhodia is the top planet. So we'll go ahead and place a droid back on Rhodia. That will be right here, right back with Annakin. And then we will invade planets. So right now our invasion marker is on 2. So that means we pull 2 planets to see where we get invaded. So the first planet is now Hutta at the top of the map. And the second planet is Anaxis. So Anaxis will get 1 Federation droid. And then now Hutta will get 1. And then we will go over to Ahsoka. All right, so let's see here. So right now, Ahsoka is in Coruscant. She can exhaust up to 2 cards for each deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. That's her free action. So I think what we'll do is we're going to exhaust. No, let's first action, let's reinforce. Let's see what kind of help she can get. All right, so she's got Hard Case and Boil. Her second action, we will reinforce again. We got a lot. Prevent 1 damage. Good for blocking. All right. For her third action, we're going to use her free ability. Exhaust 2 cards to deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. For each card we exhaust. So we're going to exhaust both her flight vehicles and deal damage to Bardoda. Take 2 droids off. Whenever you have 3 droids on a planet and you add another one, a blockade comes out. So you want to try not to have 3 droids on a planet. Whenever a blockade comes out, the threat marker moves. And let's see, the threat marker is over here. Yep, the threat marker moves. When the threat marker gets down to Palpatine's head, we lose. There's also some other things that can make it move, but we need to defeat the 4 missions, General Grievous, before that threat marker gets down to the end. Okay, so back to her. So we exhausted our 2 ships to deal 1 damage each to our planet or the neighboring planet. So we're going to go with neighboring planet. So we recruited twice. We did our free action. So we got 2 more actions to go. We're going to attack. So let's have her go ahead and attack. The 2 droids that are on Coruscant. She gets 1 in a damage. So she will exhaust Boil to add another damage. And the damage that she's taking back, she will block with her lat. So she's going to be taking no damage. She's going to exhaust these cards for her attack and defense values. So she exhausted all those. And that will destroy these 2 droids. Right, and then she has 1 action left, so she will do a flight action to travel to Alderaan. All right, so she killed the 2 droids here and traveled to Alderaan. Next up, we have to activate the villain. So let's see what General Grievous is going to do. He's going to make them suffer. Grievous on the board. He is not on the board. So each Jedi on a planet with an enemy suffers 1 damage, then they may move to a connected planet. So since he's not on the board, no damage for Ahsoka. Anakin does have to take a damage. And his cards are still exhausted. So unfortunately, we are going to lose a boost. All right. Now, Anakin can move to a connected planet. And I think he will move to Christophsis. All right. And then next we invade planets. So first up we have Ryloth gets a droid. And Kashyyyk gets a droid. So Ryloth and Kashyyyk. So Ryloth is in the upper right corner. The upper right. All right, Ryloth. The droid, Kashyyyk gets a droid. And each of these cards has a little dot that kind of lets you know where it is on the map, so it's not too hard to find. Okay. All right. That wraps up Ahsoka's turn, and now we are back to Anakin. So first thing you do on your turn is ready card. So since this is the second round, we'll ready the cards that were exhausted. And then we'll see what we're going to do. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. He's got 5 cards. The most he can have is 7. We want to get rid of that blockade. We have to get rid of that before we can do anything else. The mission needs 6, and it has to be stealth and flight. We probably can't do the mission yet. Let's go ahead and reinforce our ranks. So first reinforce action. He gets Wolf. Second reinforce action. He gets a heavy Juggernaut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. 2 actions left. So Anakin can attack for free, so we'll just exhaust this to remember we're attacking. We'll go ahead and attack that blockade, see if any other damage gets through. So 2 and a damage. We need 4 to clear the planet. So we will use Exhaust Apple and Kicks for 4 damage. And we will exhaust the Juggernaut to block that damage. So that will destroy the blockade and the 2 troopers. Okay, then what do we want to do? Yep, so the blockade and the 2 droids that were here were destroyed. Let's see. We would need 7. I think we're gonna reinforce some more. And just throw our cards. All right, so this is going to be our 3rd action. Reinforce. We got Chancellor Palpatine. Discard. 1 Jedi might discard 1 squad card to draw 3 cards. Okay, so we have 1 more action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got too many cards. So we're going to go ahead and discard this card that we used to block with. And we're also going to go ahead and discard one of our clone troopers. No, we'll discard our ship. No, we might be able to use ships. We don't want to do that. We'll discard the Bark Speeder to be able to draw 3 cards using our good friend the Chancellor's help. So we'll draw 3, 1, 2, and 3. Kind of not what I wanted, but we got Cody, Jesse, and Colt. All right, so those guys will be able to help us out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 8 cards. We'll discard down to 7 by getting rid of our ship. And I think that's it for Anakin's turn. I think he could move 1, but both of these missions are troubling for him. So for his final action, we'll have him move over. No, we don't want. I don't think we want to be on a planet with a droid in case we draw a bad card. No, we will. We'll move over to Rhodia. And that way, maybe Ahsoka can help us. All right, so now we are to the villain phase. Let's go ahead and see what the villain does. General Grievous. Roger, Roger. Grievous is not on the board, so we have to draw another villain card. So whenever you defeat the villain, they can come back out. And you do the top of this line. If he was on the board, we would just invade a planet. But since he's not, we're doing the bottom, so we have to draw another card. Instead, we get Planet Under Siege. Advance the invasion marker. So the invasion marker is top right corner. Get these mixed up in my mind. All right, top right corner. So that means we'll still draw 2 cards. It's still on 2 for 2 planets. Next, draw the bottom card of the invasion deck and fill that planet with 3 droids. The bottom card of the invasion deck we are drawing. It is Malistar. So Malistar is going to get 3 droids. Remember, we don't want 3 droids on the planets because that's how we get blockades, which cause our threat to go up. Then shuffle the invasion discard pile and place it face down on top of the invasion deck. Okay. So we are going to be shuffling the invasion discard pile. So all those planets that got droids are going to start getting more droids. Could be troubling. And put it on top of the invasion deck, which is right here. All right, that's activate the villain. Next, we invade planets. So let's see what we get. The mission planet is going to get a droid, which is Christophus, where we just were at. So I went ahead and put a droid out there, followed by the other mission planet. That was a great job at shuffling by me. Thank you very much. So Rhodia has 2 droids out there now. And we go over to Ahsoka. All right. Refresh, refresh, refresh. I think we'll finish Ahsoka's turn, and then that'll be good enough for our playthrough for today. So let's see what she's going to do. She has 4 actions. We could double the flight, so we could move 1, 2. And then exhaust cards, kill 2 droids off of there. Then reinforce. Because we don't have enough stealth guys to do the other mission. So let's do that. We are going to go ahead and use our BOTB Y-Wing to double our flight movement. So our first action is to fly, which is usually move 1 space, but we can move 2. So we're going to move 1, 2. Then we're going to do Ahsoka's free action. Exhaust up to 2 cards for each deal 1 damage on your planet or a connected planet. So we will exhaust the Lat and her other ship, the Delta 7, and we'll take 2 droids off Malastare. For her third action, well, that's a free action, so we still have 3 actions left. Third action, or second action, reinforce. All right, we get our good buddy 5. Welcome to the team. Third action, reinforce. Another ship, V-19 Torrent. Not feeling great about that. Not feeling great about that. Man, we need more stealth, guys. Last action. I think we could move up to Naboo. Yeah, I think we'll move up to Naboo. All right, so she's going to use this exhausted to get an extra move. She's going to move 1, 2 to Naboo. That's going to complete Ahsoka's turn. Then we'll do activate the villain. So let's see what General Grievous does. Machinations. Place Grievous on the planet. Oh, he's not on the board. Oh no, wait a second. I actually don't know this rule. I believe I just placed Grievous on the planet because it doesn't say if he's on the board or not on the board. It does not say that. So I'll place Grievous on the mission planet. So he's going to come back out. He's been secretly camped out in Rhodia this whole time. Then each Jedi exhausts 1 card for each enemy on their planet. So that would mean Anakin has to exhaust 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to exhaust Colt, Jesse, and Cody. Which that's not too bad because his turn is going to be next. And then last but not least, we'll go ahead and invade planets. Next up, we get Christophsis. Gets another droid. So there's 2 droids on Christophsis now. And Toydaria gets a droid. So there are 2 droids on Toydaria. All right. I think that's it. We'll go ahead and conclude our playthrough right here. So far, so good. We will pick up next round with Annakin. See what he's going to do. If you like the content, if you've been enjoying the content so far, feel free to like or subscribe. Have a great day.